We just witnessed the rarest animal on the planet. It is the world's largest albino rhinoceros. Let's see if we can get a closer look, shall we? So here we are. We're up near. We have to stay very quiet now because we're sneaking up on the infamous albino rhinoceros, the world's largest. So let's see if we can get closer here. Alright guys, I'm going to show you it here in just a second. Now be prepared. Feast your eyes. Oh wait, that's not a rhinoceros. It's just a boat. Hope you enjoyed that little intro there. The real reason for this video, as you guys noticed by the title, I'm going to be talking about my Geny-Y Hitch. Now here it is. I bought this about a year ago, around this time, because I bought a 20-foot open trailer when I still had my Ranger, and I didn't have a hitch that fit, and I didn't want to go out and buy a $30 hitch with the 2 5/16 ball. So I ended up buying this guy because I knew I would be towing different trailers all the time, because I actually sold that open 20-foot trailer to buy my enclosed 14-foot trailer, and I've been using this hitch for over a year now. Basically, it usually will sit in my toolbox, but actually a lot of times it's just been hitched up to my enclosed trailer. But let's get down to the specifics with this guy. This is just a 2-inch drop or raise receiver with a straight here, which this is what I mainly have it set up for my 14 enclosed trailer. This is the setup I have for it. And with the 20-foot open, I had it here with the 2 5/16. Same thing when I towed my dad's Rinker 260. I had the ball set up here. Now unfortunately, if you guys seen the video where I was towing my dad's Rinker 280, I was not able to use this hitch. Reason being, for the length of this, that when it sticks out of the truck receiver, the chains were too short on the trailer for the boat. So the chains could not reach the safety hooks on the truck, and I was kind of upset because I really wanted to use this hitch for that, because I knew it could handle it. This one is rated at 10,000 pounds. Now they do have a 15,000 pound 2-inch, and I believe they have the 3-inch receivers now for the new Super Duties and stuff that are rated at 15 or 20. But I end up getting the 10,000 because, well, this was back when I had my Ranger, and Rangers aren't meant to tow more than 6,000 pounds, even though we've towed that with the Ranger. So I never thought I would go over 10,000. Now that I have my F-150 though, I tow about 10,000 pounds on occasion, not all the time. My enclosed trailer weighs about 300 to 3,500 when it's just tools and stuff like that. Sometimes it's 4 to 5 or 6 when I have drywall and other materials in there. But otherwise, the setup I got is everything right here. I got the drop, the tri-ball, which I have the 1 7/8 ball in here just in case I ever need it, so I torqued it down. Otherwise you can leave it with just a 2-inch and 2 5/16 and leave this hole open. They also have accessories that go in this hole as like a loop to put tow straps on. But the other piece that I got is this guy right here. The reason I got this is because sometimes I've rented trailers that were pintle hitches, and I didn't want to spend the extra 20 bucks to get a pintle receiver from the rental company. So normally if you leave it in here, if you put a lock on it, a locking pin, you just slide the pin through and it sits nice in there. Now when I'm ready for a pintle hitch, slide it forward, slide the pin in. You can't really see that, but that's what you would do with this hitch for a pintle. And again, this is rated for 10,000 pounds. I've yet to tow a pintle with this since I got this hitch, but I'm sure I will eventually in the future, and I can't wait to test this out. And I was kind of skeptical about this, but I've seen other people rate it, and they say it can handle the weight and it'll do just fine and what you need it to. And another thing with this, after a year of use and abuse, because I'm not nice with my things, I did drop this hitch here, I've dropped it on the ground, I mean I've dropped it a lot, but otherwise it's rusting here, rusting a little bit in the hole here, little bit of surface rust up there, nothing too bad. Again, rust there, rust here, a little bit of rust here. So you can tell I mainly use this hole. And I love these pins actually, because these pins hold really nicely. So let's pull this pin out, slide that out. So this has a little bit of rust, nothing too major. The pin is holding up pretty well. Now let's look into here. Can't really see that because of the light, but let's look into here. Now it's not rusting because it's always wearing out, but the powder coating's chipping a little bit, and you can kind of see it's rusting a tad, but nothing major. That's the good thing about this, is of how solid and thick this is. I mean, look at my thumb, my finger compared to the thickness of this. And that's why I went with the Geny-Y. I wanted a hitch that's going to be sturdy and not bend and be solid, and this one is solid. There's not much play between this receiver and this into the truck receiver. There's not much play, so when I'm towing, stopping and going, it's not jerking me back and forth. And Geny-Y does have an assembly similar to this in other sizes and drops that has the torsion on it, so it absorbs the bouncing. But I didn't want to spend the money on that, and this was about $240, $250, which honestly, right off the bat, kind of hurt the wallet because it was expensive. But if you count how many different size and availability and drop and height that I have in this, compared to all the different hitches I would have to buy, it made up for it, and the price for it actually is not that bad. And I'm very happy with this hitch. I love it a lot. The only thing I don't like, but I do like at the same time, is how far it sticks out from the back of the truck. So if I have a trailer with shorter safety chains, the safety chains can't reach the truck, and then I have to extend them, which I don't like it for that reason. But I also like it because if you have a truck with a long tailgate like I do, this guy right here, you can kind of see the scuffs on here, your tailgate will open right on top of this. So any other hitch I had, my tailgate would open on top of this, and that means I would keep putting dents in my tailgate. However, when I have the trailer straight, backed up, hitched up to the truck, the tailgate just squeezes in between this. So I plan on changing that, moving it back anyways. But otherwise, guys, this is my Geny-Y hitch. I absolutely love this thing. I'm so glad I spent the money on it when I did. That is my review of my Geny-Y hitch. And again, this thing, just this thing alone is pretty heavy. Plus you got the balls itself, which that's heavy in itself. But honestly, I love it. And if you guys like this hitch too and you have one, leave a comment down below on it. And always, guys, don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful or if you enjoyed it. And as always, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye.